Hey guys, and welcome back to Mommy Talk, the show where I like to record a video in a different place of my house every single time. But no, really, so welcome back to Mommy Talk, my channel. And this is a place where I like to talk about myself and all things mommy, and occasionally I like to vlog, and occasionally I like to drop a bomb like I'm gonna be a mermaid, and all sorts of things here. This is the channel where all sorts of things happen. For today's video, we are going to be doing a what's in my Easter basket video. So this Easter, we're gonna be doing things a little bit different than we have in the past. In previous videos, I've mentioned how I'm trying to transition my life and my family into a Montessori lifestyle, more simplistic about everything, which that's kind of how I work as a person anyway. I really don't like to get things that don't have like a use, or that I feel like I'm not going to get my money's worth out of that. Like if it's something that's like a one-time use product, it has to be like a very significant one-time use thing, like food. So that's just always been kind of my personality. I always want something to be like an investment or something that I can really get, you know, use out of. And then when I discovered Montessori and how everything is more quality over quantity, it's something that I was very drawn to. And so this year I decided to have a more Montessori / simplistic themed kind of Easter. And I also came up with the idea, instead of having Easter baskets, or a lot of people use like plastic buckets or wicker baskets, you know, from the store, something that you only use like once and then it just gets shoved in a closet, or it doesn't get used again, or it gets thrown away, or whatever. I decided to be a little bit more creative with our Easter baskets this year, and I kind of hemmed and hawed about what to do. The idea that I came up with this year is flower pots, terracotta clay pots. And I don't know if this is an original idea. I'm sure someone else has probably done this too, but this is something that I didn't like find on Pinterest or anything. I just thought, what a cool way to have like an Easter basket, something that can hold things, but also has like a use outside of Easter, not just that one time. We can plant flowers after Easter and kind of like initiating springtime. And so I came up with this idea to buy these clay pots and to have the boys each decorate them instead of eggs this year. I wanted to go ahead and show off the finished product in this video along with what's going to be inside of them. I was thinking about possibly making us decorating the pots as a video, but I kind of decided against it just because a lot of times when I try to have, like when I have these like really great, what I think are really great arts and crafts, Pinterest projects or whatever, it always is like really stressful trying to set these things up, record it, and just try to have fun at the same time. And a lot of times it ends up in us just being really stressed out, just us as parents, me and Cody, and also the kids, because I feel like we're trying to force this fun onto them while recording in it. And that's not the way that I wanted to feel. I wanted this to just be kind of like a family event where nobody's really stressed out about it and we're just having fun. You know, like I said, we were gonna be doing this instead of decorating eggs, because decorating eggs with little kids isn't always like the best idea. So I thought this would be something better, because you have kind of a bigger canvas to work with, obviously, than compared to like a really small egg. After all that rambling and all that explanation and all that expose kind of thing, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the finished product of our pot decorating. The first one is Zuko. So as you can see here, I went ahead and painted their name on each of the pots so they knew which basket was theirs. And then I just gave them paints and they were allowed to just kind of let their creativity take over. Lyrics, Easter basket, he just kind of mixed all the colors together and just kind of went for it. As you can tell, green is definitely the most prominent color. And also, I let each of the boys pick out their own color for what they wanted their name painted in. Shaden went ahead and picked pink, And you can see here his decoration. He did lots of polka dots, and he even did a little handprint down here. He wanted to do that. That was completely his own idea. And I think even the colors that they picked out for their own name, I think really just like reflect their personality. And Parker picked blue, baby robin egg blue, and he decided because this was an Easter basket that he was gonna draw Easter eggs on his pot. This was such a fun project. I just wanted to kind of show that off in case anybody else kind of wanted to like use that idea. I'm so excited to be able to use these after Easter. I'm gonna take each of the boys to a gardening store and have them pick out their own flowers already kind of pre-planted, and then we can plant them together for spring and watch them grow over spring. So I'm just really excited about this idea, and I hope that others maybe can possibly use this. So I've spent quite a bit of time just talking about the flower or the Easter baskets, but you guys want to see what's going inside of the basket. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So like I said, this year I was focusing more quality over quantity. So there's really not a lot that goes with each kid, especially since we have 4 kids. You know, that's quite a lot of presents. And I don't know when Easter became so present gift themed, you know, minded, but it seems to have done that over the past year. I remember when we were kids, Easter baskets were just like a giant chocolate bunny and a bunch of candy, which is something I didn't want to do either. I didn't want to put like a bunch of candy in this year. Obviously that's something that I want to kind of control a little bit and maintain. So I just did 4 simple gifts per kid. So each kid gets a book, a musical instrument, a toy, and a chocolate bunny, because I feel like the chocolate bunny is kind of traditional. For Zuko this year, we got this book that's called Smile. I know that kids around Zuko's age, like 18 months and younger, really respond to other babies' faces. And I've seen that just in like our own home videos that he watches. It's got all these different faces of all these different babies, and I think that's going to really interest him. You know, obviously just a very simple book, but it's something that each, you know, he can really like look at and really, that's something that's gonna really interest him. The next thing that I got him for the musical instrument is these cute percussion eggs, because eggs, Easter. I get it. These are cool percussion eggs. I'm actually going to divvy these up. 2 is gonna go to Zuko and 2 is going to go to Shaden. And for Zuko's little toy, I got him these nesting dolls. I wanted to try and make all of these gifts like Easter themed in some way. And then we have just a really small but solid chocolate Easter bunny. I didn't want to get something too big because they don't really need that much chocolate, especially my little ones. And I think that it's just the perfect amount size, and it was only like $1 to buy at the store. So I thought that was kind of like perfect to keep up with the tradition, but also not go crazy with, you know, chocolate. Moving on to number 2. So for Lyric this year, I'm gonna pull this out and it's gonna look like he's got like more stuff than everybody else, but really he doesn't. So for Lyric this year, for his book, he's got this cute baby touch and feel book. You know, it says baby on it. I think Lyric would still enjoy, you know, reading. It's not like he can read yet, and I think he would still enjoy touching like the different textures and looking at the different animals and stuff like that. And again, bunnies, so Easter, spring themed. And for his instrument this year, I went ahead and bought him this drum. I know that my kids are gonna love this. I've been wanting to get them a drum for a while now. And we actually went to a science museum recently where they had a bunch of instruments out that the kids could explore and play with. And the drum was like literally the most popular toy with Lyric. Like that's all he wanted to do. So I think he's gonna be really excited about having one of these. For his toy, I went ahead and bought the Schleich baby animals. So these are like kind of more expensive animal figurines, and Schleich has like a million different figurines that you can buy. And originally I wanted to buy like baby spring animal sets, but when I looked online, they were all sold out, and I knew that there was stores that I could buy them from, but I didn't want to travel to those stores. So I went ahead and just ordered this. This is something that like Lyric is so obsessed with farm animals right now that I think he's just gonna like really, really like this. And then of course we've got the solid chocolate bunny. All right, so moving on to Shaden's Easter basket. For his book, he got something called Easter Bugs, and I thought that this book was so cute. It's a pop-up book, and it's something that you can like pull down, and then it pops up these little cute little figurines and little scenes and stuff like that. Each of them like is inside of an egg, and I thought that that was super, super cute. And each egg is like really cutely decorated and stuff like that. So I think that he's really gonna enjoy that. I did get to sneak peek this one a little bit, and I thought it was super cute. And I think Shaden's old enough now where he can use a pop-up book without tearing all of the pop-up pieces, because that's been kind of a problem in the past where I haven't really liked to purchase these books because the young ones get a hold of them and then they rip them and then the pop-up book is useless. For his little toy, I went ahead and picked up this kaleidoscope. I just think the boys would have so much fun with it. I don't know if you can even see like inside of there. Let's see. Oh, you can! Whoa, look how cool that is! That was really kind of cool. But anyway, so kaleidoscope for the boys. Obviously, I'm a big kid at heart because I thought that was still really fun. And of course, the first thing I did was try it out. But I think that they'll have a lot of fun with it. And then, of course, his chocolate Easter bunny. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and move on to Parker. For his book, I went ahead and bought this Planting a Rainbow. And when I bought this book originally, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more challenging than it was, but it doesn't look as if it's super challenging. But I think because it's so like educational about like how flowers grow, even though his reading level is a little bit more advanced than this, I think he's still gonna enjoy reading this, you know, to himself and probably to his brothers, because he loves to read to his little brothers. For his musical instrument, I went ahead and bought him a harmonica. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not. At the time, it seemed like a really good idea, but now that I've actually got it in hand and I'm thinking about all the noise that it's gonna make later on, I don't know how good of an idea this was, but regardless, it's here. So I'm gonna put it in his basket. For his little toy, I also bought him a kaleidoscope, just the same one. I just ordered 2 of the same thing because I just know that both of them, it's just they're gonna go crazy over it and they're gonna have such a good time with it. And then I actually don't have a chocolate bunny to show for Parker. He is gonna get one, but I accidentally only picked up 3 from the store. I could have sworn I grabbed 4, but apparently I only grabbed 3, so I'm gonna have to go back and get another chocolate bunny. But yeah, so that's all I have to show you guys. I hope I've given you some really exciting and creative ideas. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button and leaving me comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel if you aren't already, and hit that bell notification so you guys never miss an update from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys!